Yes, children. So the poem wind we are going to study today. It is written by Subramanya Bharti, and regarding Subramanya Bharti, it's a given already there in your textbook that Subramanya Bharti born in 1882 and died in 1921 is a great Tamil poet. He is a great Tamil poet and famous for his patriotism in the pre-independence era. He was famous for his patriotism there in the pre-independence era. Okay, so this is regarding the poet. Then regarding the poem, if we talk regarding the poem, then in this poem, the poet is making a request to the wind. The poet is making a request to the wind. What request has been made? The poet is asking the wind, requesting the wind to come slowly. Wind, come slowly. Don't break the shutters of the windows. Okay, so for what the poet is making a request? The poet is making a request to the wind to come slowly. But the poet's request is not fulfilled by the wind. The poet is requesting wind come softly and don't break the shutters of our windows and don't scatter the papers here and there. Don't throw the books kept on the table here and there. But this request of the poet is not fulfilled by the wind. Okay, and finally, the poet is making a remark that wind helps those who are strong and those who are weak, they are not at all helped by the wind. Okay, so in order to survive against the wind, you have to be very strong. If you become very strong, then you will be supported by the wind, and if you will not remain strong, if you will wait, then the wind will go against you. Okay, so what is the idea mentioned in the poem is the poem wind was first of all it was written originally in Tamil. The poem highlights both the aspects of nature, that is constructive as well as destructive. According to the poet, the wind teases, troubles, and makes fun of those who are weak. For those who are weak, the wind makes a fun of them, wind troubles them, okay, and wind eases them. On the other hand, the same wind is friendly to those human beings who are strong and have firm minds. So in the end, the poet is making a conclusion that if you want to survive against the wind, then you have to be strong. Because if you remain weak, the wind will not support you anymore. So if you want to stand against the wind, then you have to be strong. Is it clear to you? So children, what ideas have been mentioned there in the poem? Is that clear to you or not? Yes, provide me your response, children. What idea that has been communicated? Then we will go word by word explanation. We will go for the word by word explanation. So, what the poet has requested the wind god, the poet is making a request. So first of all, what you have to understand, first of all you have to understand that the poet is requesting to the wind. The poet is requesting to the wind, and the poem begins with a request to the wind god. The poem begins with a request to the wind god. The poet requests the wind god to blow softly. What request the poet is making? The poet is making a request to blow softly. He requests him not to break the shutters of his windows. He requests him not to scatter his papers, and he requests him not to throw down his books from the shelf. All these requests the poet is making with whom? The wind god. Okay. Now what is the reaction of the wind god? But the poet's request have no effect on the wind god, and these requests are not fulfilled by the wind god. He throws down all the books they are thrown down by the wind god. He tears the pages of his books and he brings the rain again. The poet concludes that the wind god is clever at making fun of all those who are weak. Okay, then so the poet calls upon the weaklings. The poet is asking to all those who are weak. And what the poet is asking them, the poet is asking them to be strong. The poet is saying that if you will remain weak, you will not be any more supported by the wind god. So in order to survive, you have to be strong. Okay. So the poet is asking to all those who are weak, the poet is saying that they should not beg for the mercy, they should build themselves strong. Okay, they should fix their doors firmly, they should make strong houses, they should make their bodies strong, they should make their hearts firm in order to survive against the wind. The poet gives the example of fire, and the poet says that all those who are strong, they are supported by the wind, and all those who are not strong, they are not supported anymore by the wind. If the fire is weak, the wind blows it out. The poet is giving an example of the fire, that when the fire remains weak, at that time it extinguishes. Okay, so it is not able to stood against the wind. Okay, but if the fire is strong, then it blows with more power. In the other word, even gods help those who make themselves strong. Okay, and they crush those who remain weak. So in order to make yourself stand against all the dangers, you have to be very strong. The poet imagines some weaklings who have made themselves strong. Okay, so this is the idea communicated. Now you tell me, children, you have understood it or not? Yes, tell
Understood,
me.
sir.
Okay, one
Understood,
by one,
sir.
let me. Yes, Anamika, tell me what you have understood. The poet is, yeah, the poet is making a request from whom?
Wind. Wind.
Yes. What request? Yes, Dishita, what request the poet is making from the wind god? The poet is making a request. What request?
That the wind blows strongly and cause
Yeah,
and
the
it
poet.
not to cause a lot of destruction.
Yeah, the poet is asking the wind god to come slowly. Okay. So, was the request granted, fulfilled by the wind god?
No.
No. So, what
Not
is the message of the poet to everyone? That they should make themselves
Strong.
strong.
strong in order to survive
Strong.
against the wind. Okay, then one example has been given here. The example is given that of fire. That when fire remains weak, at that time it is extinguished by the wind. So it is not supported anymore. But when the fire remains strong, at that time it is being flourished. Okay, it is added more power, it is provided more power by the wind. Okay, so with this example, the poet has conveyed his idea that if you remain strong, then the wind god will help you. But if you remain weak, the wind god will not help you anymore. It will go against you. Okay. So the idea communicated here is no one cares for the weak. No one cares for the weak. If you are weak, no one will care for you. Even gods are on the side of those who are strong. It is a folly to beg for mercy. If you will ask for mercy, you will not be helped anymore. The more weak a person is, the greater harm will be done to him. The more weak a person will be, the greater harm will be done towards him. So, the poet is asking to everyone, those who are weak, to be strong in order to survive. Okay, children? So, now line by line explanation we will go for. Wind comes softly, wind comes softly, don't break the shutters of window. So what the poet is asking to the wind, the poet is asking the wind to come smoothly, to come softly. Wind comes softly, don't break the shutters of the window. The poet is requesting the wind god to come softly and not to break the shutters of the windows. Don't scatter the papers. Don't scatter the papers. What is the meaning of scatter? To throw in different directions. Okay, so the poet is asking the wind god not to scatter the papers, not to throw the papers there in different directions. Don't throw down the book on the shelf and don't throw down the books. There, look what you did. You threw them all down. And then the poet is asking the wind to look over all that has been done by it. Okay. You tore the pages of the books. You brought rain again. You tore the pages. You brought rain again. You are very clever at poking fun at weaklings. Then the poet is saying that you are very clever. The wind god is very clever. Clever at what? Poking fun at weaklings. Poking fun, you write the meaning. Poking fun means making fun of. Making fun of. Okay. Haters to throw in different directions. Okay, so the poet is saying that wind is very clever. The wind is very clever in what? The wind is very clever in making fun of all those who are weak. Frail, crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. All those who are weak in all these categories, they are made fun of. By whom? By the wind. Frail, you write the meaning. Frail means easily broken. Frail, easily broken. Okay, and you write rafters. Rafter, it is already given. Sloping beams, supporting the roof. Okay, so rafters, sloping beams supporting a roof, frail, easily broken. So all those things which are easily broken, they are not at all supported by the wind god. Okay, so you brought rain again. You are very clever at poking fun at weaklings. All those who are weak, you make a fun of them. Frail, crumbling houses. Okay, so all those houses, doors, rafters, wood, bodies, all those who are weak, they are not spared anymore by you. The wind god winnows and crushes them all. All they are, okay, winnows means to blow grain free of chaff. So here it is that all those who are weak, they are not anymore supported by the wind god. He won't do what you tell him. The wind god will not do what you will desire from it to do. So come, let's build strong homes. So the poet is giving a message to all those who are weak. What the message given here? So come, let's build strong homes. So those who are not strong, the poet is asking them to be strong. The poet is asking that make your homes strong if they are weak. Let's join the doors firmly. Okay, join your doors firmly, steadily. Practice to firm the body. To make your body firm, to make your body strong. Make the heart steadfast and make your heart steadfast. Steadfast means firm and unchanging. Steadfast, firm and unchanging. Okay, so the poet is saying that you have to make your heart steadfast, you have to make your heart firm. Do this and the wind will be friends with us. If you do this, then the wind god will become a friend of you. And if you will not do, the wind god will not be your friend anymore, rather it will go against you. Okay, so the wind blows out weak fires. One example has been given here. The wind god blows out weak fires. If the fire remains weak, then it is extinguished by the wind god. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. And if a fire remains strong, then that fire is, the power of that fire is being added. Okay, so that fire roars and flourishes. That fire even become more strong. Okay, so the wind god supports that fire which is strong. But if a fire is weak, that fire is extinguished by the wind god. So in order to be strong, in order to get support of the wind, you have to be strong. His friendship is good. We praise him every day. The friendship of the wind god is good and we praise it every day. But in order to get friendship that of the wind god, what you have to do, you have to make yourself strong. Okay, you write the meaning of roar and flourish. Loud, with sound. Okay, and then winnow means blow, grain, tea, of, yes. Yeah. So write all this. Steadfast, firm and unchanging, roar and flourish, a loud and deep sound. Winnow means blow grain free of chaff, the unwanted things. Okay, so this is the point, children. I hope you have understood it. What the poet is doing in this poem, the poet is requesting the wind god. What the poet is requesting the wind god, that please come slowly and don't break the windows, don't scatter the papers here and there, and don't throw the books kept in the shelf here and there. But all these requests of the poet are not granted, are not fulfilled by the wind god. Okay, so the poet is saying that the wind god is very clever. It is very clever at what? It is very clever at making fun of all those who are weak. Okay, so the wind god is asking us to be strong. The wind god is, the poet is saying that all those who are weak, they have to make themselves very strong. Strong for what? In order to survive against the wind, or in order to survive against all those forces who demolish the weak. The weak has to do what? The weak has to make himself very strong in order to survive against the forces which remain very strong. Okay, the poet is giving an example. It is the poet is giving an example. Example of what? Fire. That when fire remains weak, at that time it is extinguished. When the fire remains strong, at that time it is provided support by the wind. Okay, so the wind is symbolizing all those who are strong. Okay, so he makes strong fire roar and flourish. If the fire remains strong, then its worth is being added and it becomes more stronger. So in order to survive against the strong forces, you have to be very strong. You have to be strong. Then you will be helped by them. If you remain weak, no one is going to help you. So, children, you have understood.
Yes,
All of
sir.
you,
Yes, sir.
all of you have
Yes, sir.
understood what is the idea communicated
Yes, sir.
in that point. Okay. Have you written the word meanings?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so you write about the central idea of the point. Okay. Yes, you right. Central thought of the point. The point range was originally written in Tamil. This point, this point highlights. This point highlights both the aspects of nature, constructive and destructive. Yes, children, write it. The point wind was originally written in Tamil. This point highlights both aspects of nature, constructive and destructive. Okay. According to the poet, according to the poet, the wind teases rebels and makes fun of all those who are weak. All those who are weak. According to the poet, the wind teases, troubles, and makes fun of all those who are weak. Then you write the next thing. On the other hand, the same wind is friendly to those human beings who are strong and firm. In the end, the poet says that it is good to have the friendship.
Sir, what is fifth line?
Just a minute. Of the wind. Okay. So the
Sir, what is the fifth line?
Yeah. I am reading. The poem Wind was originally written in Tamil. This poem highlights both the aspects of nature. Which are these aspects? Constructive and destructive. According to the poet, the wind teases, troubles, and makes fun of. According to the poet, the wind teases, troubles, and makes fun of all those who are weak. The wind makes fun of them. On the other hand, the same wind is friendly. To those human beings who are strong. The wind is friendly to all those human beings who are strong and firm. If you are strong and firm, then the wind will be friendly with you. Okay, who are strong and firm. In the end, the poet says that it is good to have the friendship of the wind. Okay, so these are the ideas communicated there in the poem. You completed, children?
Sir, just 2 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And regarding the earlier chapter also, we have completed the question answers, and I have created a link there in the Google Classroom for homework. So within the due date, your work is to be submitted. You just do the work.
I have submitted.
Also scan the pages where you have done the work, and that you have to upload. A record of this will be maintained, children, and marks will be awarded on this basis. Okay, so do that work within the due time, and we have done it here in the class only. So you are supposed to complete that. Is it clear to you, children?
Yes, sir.
If you have submitted, it's very good. Yeah, complete it. Complete it so that we can do the question answers. All of you have completed, children?
Yes, sir.
It is the time for the next class. All of you have completed? Then question number 1,
Yes, sir,
children.
completed.
What are the things the wind does in first stanza? What are the things the wind does in first stanza? So what are the things? The things done by the wind in the first stanza, it throws down all the books, it scatters the papers, and it breaks down the windows. Okay. It breaks the shutters of the windows, it scatters the papers, and it throws down the books on the shelf. Okay, so all these are the tasks done by the wind. They are in first stanza. Is it clear to you, children?
Yes, sir.
Then second, have you seen anybody winnow grain at home or in paddy fields? Have you done anyone doing winnowing? Might be possible you have seen. Okay, if you have seen, you write yes. If you have not seen, you write no. Okay, then what is the word in your language? You people are coming from
Winnowing.
different states. So in your state, what you call winnowing, in your own language, you write that. Okay, then what do people use for winnowing, or why winnowing is done? That you have to write. The farmers throw for what? So that the
Outer
chaff will be
covering. To
good
remove
one
its
side
outer covering.
and the grains which are good, those could be kept another side. Okay, so the good grains could be separated from the chaff. Then what does the poet say? The wind god winnows. What does the poet say? The wind god winnows. The wind god winnows everything, everything that is weak. It winnows everything that is weak. Is it clear to you, children?
Yes, sir.
It winnows
Yes,
everything
sir.
that is. Then, what should we do to make friends with the wind? What should we do to make friends with the wind? We have to make ourselves. We have to make ourselves strong.
Strong.
Yes, very good. We have to make ourselves strong.
Strong.
Then, what do the last lines of the poem mean to you? What do the last 4 lines of the poem mean to you? What is given there in the last 4 lines? That the weak is always mocked upon by the wind. The weak is always mocked upon by the wind. If you remain weak, the wind god will not support you anymore and you will be mocked upon. Is it clear to you, children? Then the 6th question, how does the poet speak to the wind? In anger or with humor? What do you feel? That you have to write. You can say that the poet is speaking to the wind in a very grave manner. Okay, in a very serious mood. Okay, and what is your opinion? What do you feel? So you can write that I also agree with the poet or I don't agree with the poet. So here this poem comes to an end. Okay, children, will you do the question answers?
Yes, sir. We can do ourselves.
I will provide.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I will provide a PDF related to the question answers of this poem there in the Google Classroom. Okay, and we have discussed also. We have discussed. So I hope you will be able to do. Okay, children. And next time in next class we will discuss lesson number 2, that of the other book.
Moments.
Okay, so you come with supplementary reader. Okay, thank you, children. Now it is time for the next class.